We got a couple of injuries to report here. Obviously, the Madrigal one with a dislocated shoulder yesterday. The MRI showed a fracture on his left shoulder. He's getting a CT scan right now to see what's the next step. But obviously, he's going to keep him out for a long time. Unfortunate for him that this happened on day one, without even getting an at-bat. So our job is to get him back whenever that will be. But yeah, that's the news we got on Madrigal. And then the second one, Sean Manaea, he's got an oblique injury. He's got a muscle strain. It's right side. This this was something that he felt from the beginning of camp and didn't think much of it. None of us think it was much of it either. But he kept throwing live in bullpens, but he got to a point where we thought he was going to turn the corner, and that wasn't the case. We sent him for an MRI yesterday, which showed the strain. The good news is he's not. The tendon is not involved. The rib cage is not involved, so it's just straight muscle. So it's going to be shut down for a couple of weeks. And then we reassess after that, and we got to build him back up again. So safe to say that he's probably going to start the season on the IL.
Did they give you a grade on that strain injury?
They did not, but it was just they said it was muscle. And yeah, so it could take 7, 14, 21 days to heal. And then once he's symptom-free, he'll start his throwing again.
When that happens this time of year, does he have to restart his whole program?
Yeah, especially after, it depends. Because if in 7 days he's symptom-free, and talking to Sean, he's pretty optimistic. And, this is a guy that was throwing live VP not too long ago because he didn't think it was much of it, but he got to a point. It's like, man, we got to give it a look, and that's when we decided to do the MRI yesterday. So hopefully we'll see him back here pretty soon, and then we'll go from there.
This is this is two guys now with long ties, and obviously Manaea is a big part of your rotation. How does this feel for you right now at this point in camp?
You hate to see it, especially before we get to March. Two of your guys are going down, but we've been talking about our depth, and here we are getting tested. The way I see it, guys will get opportunity. We still feel really good with what we have internal. With Manaea, I'm not overly concerned. We'll see.
6-man dead at the moment, or still potential for a 6-man?
Well, I feel like every time we start talking about the 6 men,
You still have 6 men?
Oh yeah. So there's off days at the beginning of of the season. We got 3 off days, so there's a lot of things we could go. We could go a lot of different ways. But look, again, it's not even March, and we got two guys down. We feel good with our depth. We feel good with the options that we got in camp. We'll see what happens.
So as far as the couple-week shutdown, I'm just trying to ballpark it, counting weeks and stuff like that. You're looking at best case scenario for Manaea would be mid to late April?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
That's what I was told, that somewhere mid-April towards last week of April, he'll be back in the major league mound. So meaning that he will go through the progression and the build-up and all that, and he's a player for us.
Pretty good for counting in my head.
Yeah, you did a good job, yes.
Would this maybe open up a spot for somebody like Kranick, or could you maybe not carry 2 long relievers? Is that not something that you guys would want to do, since him and Budo have similar positions?
Yeah, no, we will continue with the same plan, especially for Kranick, multiple inning out of the bullpen. We're keeping everyone as far as build-ups and things like that as planned. So.
When did Sean first tell you about this?
This was at the beginning of camp. Okay. That he's he didn't think much of it, and he kept throwing I'm fine. He threw a live EP, but he got to a point where that's not going away, and that's when we decided to take the imaging, and that's what he showed.
As far as starting pitching depth chart right now, you have your 3 guys locked in: Senga, Peterson, Holmes. And then you have the guys who are competing for spots at the start of camp: Blackburn, Griffin, McGill. I guess with the 5-man rotation for the first couple of weeks, it's those 3 guys for 2 spots ostensibly.
Yeah, it depends. If we're gonna go with the 6, if we're gonna go with 5.
Right.
So we're still a few weeks away.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, those are the names.
So Senga throw yesterday. Is he still coming through everything?
Yes,
Great.
yes. So right now everything's good. I don't have anything to report there. So all's good with Senga.
How do you feel about the depth beyond those 3 guys?
Yeah, like I said, we feel good, but losing 2 guys out of the gate is not a good thing, obviously. But Hageman's here for a reason. Waddell's here for a reason. So, and then you got the kids, right? So, like I said, we still feel good with what we have in camp, and then we'll go from there.
Do you view any of those kids as maybe more ready than the others as far as the
Ready than
prospects go?
who we're comparing him to, them
Like
to.
Waddell, Hageman,
Well,
those
I mean,
guys?
Waddell and Hageman, they're here for a reason. Also understanding that there's time for development from the Spross of the world, the Titwells, who's scheduled a pitch today, and those guys. So we are excited about those 2, and there's a reason why they're here in Big League Camp as well. So, but that's what we keep saying. We like what we got internal.
As far as Madrigal, you kind of went down some of the other backup shortstop options yesterday. Are you still comfortable with what you have in-house, knowing he's going to be out a while?
Yes. So right now, with Acuna, with Donovan, he will start getting more action at short, and then we'll see where we are with Brett. As of right now, I don't have him penciled to play shortstop anytime soon. He will continue to get his reps when necessary at short, but yeah, we still feel good with what we have.
I think you were saying this yesterday when we were talking about backup infield, but you're comfortable having a roster that doesn't necessarily include a guy that plays shortstop like every day, right? So if something, like you said yesterday, God forbid, would happen to Francisco, then you could call somebody.
Right,
in,
right. That's
so
still
backup infielder on opening day doesn't necessarily have to be a shortstop.
no. I mean, but we'll have to carry someone that can finish a game.
Right.
On a blowout, and we want to get Francisco off his feet. Somebody that we feel comfortable enough to finish a game, and then if it's something that we have to pivot and make a move, then we will do it. But if we go that route, so
Would you feel comfortable with Jeff there, McNeil?
yeah. I mean, Jeff versatility. Like if he's to finish a game, I will have to talk to him about that. We haven't got to that point yet, but he's always up for whatever. I think it was last year. It was a situation where something would have happened. He was available to play third base, and he was good for it. That never happened. So, but like I say, as of right now, we're not having those discussions with Jeff.
Came up early in camp, but it's more relevant now with Acuna and the age-old debate of would you rather have the prospect play every day in AAA versus play in not every day in the majors. Where do you guys stand on that with him specifically?
Yeah, we'll see how the roster shakes out between now and opening day. And if there's going to be enough at bats for him, are we willing to take him or whoever we're going to take, and knowing that he's probably not going to get at bats out of the gate? So, yeah, we'll see. It's still too early.